JP, seeing headlines like this, you need like a hole in the head, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Look, it's the same old mismanagement, and I think personally, I think this has nothing to do with the Delta variant. This is to do with just continual mismanagement by the government. I think it's really important that listeners understand that we're the only country left in Europe that does not have indoor dining open. So when we talk about other countries pulling back, we're not even at the stage. I mean, Denmark has had indoor dining since April the 27th, but they have had a rapid antigen test program, which somehow NPHET disagree with. But they're doing 800 free antigen tests an hour, and you can't go into a restaurant unless you have an antigen test or you're vaccinated. And I don't know. I don't know whether to cry or laugh when I see that.
Now, the one thing that people may not realise, and you may not even realise yourself, JP, is that whether we like it or not, unfortunately here in Ireland, we still have the fifth highest rate of COVID in the European Union. The fifth highest.
I know, but Denmark are actually behind us on vaccination. If we have an issue with the Delta variant, then I don't understand why we have this very broad open border policy with the UK. I mean, I'm sitting in the 12 yesterday outside. There's British tourists who have indoor dining in England who are over in Ireland. So, I just think it's mismanagement. I mean, personally, I don't mind if we have to wait another 2 weeks, but I think it's absolutely immoral for the government to come out on Friday to tell us we can open on Monday, because I have to tell my staff this Monday, the 28th, that you're hired, we're going back in, we're producing food, and yet the government could come out on Friday and tell us you're not open. So I have to make a decision, and I was talking to emailed ministers yesterday, and what data are they waiting for that they could not tell us this Monday on the 28th, just to save mental stress alone?
And this obviously is mentally stressful for people like yourself and your staff. Am I going back to work on Monday week? Am I not going back to work on Monday week? If I go back to work on Monday week, will it only be for a week? That has to be extraordinarily stressful.
I think that's the worst part. I mean, I don't really care if it's another 2 weeks. Yes, if it's another million vaccines. But I just want the government to be honest and to manage the country properly and say, yes, we'll make a decision because we value the industry. And I said to Hildegard Naughton, I said to Leo Varadkar and Micheál Martin, I said, we need to know by the 28th. That gives us 1 week to either stop or start. But you can't let us know Friday, because that gives us 3 days to open. I have 100 people booked on Monday the 5th of July in Cava. And what am I supposed to do? Make food for them? Not make food for them? We have people ringing us saying, are you going to honour my reservation? I have 8 seats outside, and the restaurant fits 60. I can't honour any reservations. So I feel bad all around, but I think the government just...
So the way things are looking now, with the decision not until late next week, you could find yourself late next week having to ring all of those 100 reservations and cancelling them again.
Yeah, no, that's only 100 on Monday. I think I've 90 Tuesday, probably another 80 Wednesday, and then it just goes on until the weekend gets busier. So, we're in limbo. And I just think the government owe it to hospitality now. We've been closed a year and a half in an year. We've been closed since Christmas in Cava and Tartar. And we just need to know.
Okay, but obviously, JP, the worst thing that could happen is that you reopen on Monday week, and then we have a spike of this Delta variant, and you end up closing down again 2 weeks later. That's the worst of all worlds.
And at the same time, I would think that would be the responsibility of the government. The reason why we're in this problem is because our health system is so bad. I mean, Denmark or any other country, yes, the Delta variant is an issue and that, but if it keeps coming back to why are Denmark, and we saw the primetime thing on Thursday, why are they so far ahead of us? And it comes back to the health system. And of course they have antigen testing and they have other things, but now in Denmark, you wear masks on transport. You can go to a restaurant, you have to have an antigen test or a vaccine. I don't know why we couldn't have implemented that. I mean, we have indoor dining in Ireland at the moment in hotels. So to even say that we don't have it, and if you're in fact,
somebody just messaged me saying enough is enough, it's time to open up. You can eat indoors in a hotel if you pay for a bed, which is nuts. And I'm outside the Aviva Stadium at the moment and there's nobody here. Why aren't people being vaccinated quickly enough? Now, I don't know why there's no queues outside the Aviva right now. Maybe somebody can explain that to me, but I know certainly in other vaccination centres they're going guns blazing. They really are. They're flying along.
The problem with vaccinations is GPs are getting paid to vaccinate now as well. So a lot of people are not turning up for their appointments, like hundreds, because the GPs are getting €65 ahead. And like that's another mismanagement. I mean, either do it all together or don't do it. But I mean,
okay. So what you're really saying to me, JP, is more important than the actual decision is when the decision is communicated. In other words,
100%.
If you're not going to be opening on Monday week, you want to know next Monday, this coming Monday.
I would absolutely accept if they need another 2 weeks. That is okay by me as a restaurateur. I'm willing to say that's fine. I'm not like a militant individual, but we just need to know Monday the 28th. And then if they need to make a call and say we don't know if we're right or wrong, lots of things in this pandemic haven't been right or wrong, but they just have to make a call.